Everybody, Thick Girls Radio. This is your girl Black Glory, and we have.
We're on Sador right now. Hi everybody in Sador land. Hi everybody in Facebook land and IG land. It's been a long 3 weeks. We haven't been on. We had a little missing scheduling last week. We thought we was on last week, but that's actually because it was like a 5-weekend thing. So a 5-week thing. So we normally on every second and fourth Sunday. So today was technically the second Sunday. We thought it was last week, but it's really today. So hey everybody, Black.
Hey everybody out there on Sador Radio Land. It's your girls. We back at it just like a jackrabbit. Sorry we mixed it up last week, but we still
got she got to put a rhyme in there and stuff.
we still good this week.
Regular. I don't do none of the rhyming and stuff.
Hope y'all had a great, last couple of weeks. Hope everybody was, safe and productive. But we got a lot of good stuff that we're going to talk about today. We're going to touch overall on everything. We want to talk about, what's going on in some politics. We definitely going to hit some family issues. We're going to talk about today. We're very excited out there in Sador Radio. And want to talk about, So what's going on, King? How was your last couple of weeks in? What you feeling about the politics? Excited out there in Sador Radio.
Oh, I hear feedback.
What's going on? How was your last couple of weeks in? Okay. What you feeling about the politics?
I think you gotta turn down something.
What is it, me or is it what?
It's not me. I only hear you as the feedback. Well, anyway, what she was saying is we've been gone for a couple of weeks, but we have a few things that we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about, of course, the new video that came out with Trump, basically admitting that he knew it was as serious as it was, but denying it. We have a guest named Henry Davis that's gonna be joining us. He's a children's author. He should be coming on at 7:45. We're gonna be talking about a lot about relationships and the male ego and how women are not submissive and why we're not submissive and why we should be or whatever. So I hope you guys chime in, give us your input feedback and everything on topics that we're talking about.
Ever since this new virus has hit, the COVID-19, it hit us all by storm. We could never have prepared ourselves for something like this, and it was a complete travesty. I mean, along the way we had lost so many people, family from New York, all over the states, all over the world. The whole world is in sort of a turmoil, and focusing on the states, they were saying that we could have had a foothold on this thing, and we could have contained it a lot better had the leaders of our country have known, or had they could have reacted.
They know, they just didn't communicate it to us.
A whole lot better. Well, first off, they said at first they wasn't prepared, they didn't know. So that was first part of it, which now we're seeing is a complete lie as we get the tapes and other things that keep coming out more and more about the commander and chief of America. So I'm pretty much feeling like this dude really committed like a real big crime.
Railroaded us. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because and it's a double-edged sword for me because had you
hold on, can you guys hear her good on social media? Can somebody respond if y'all can hear the co-host Black Glory good? But in the meantime, you could get ahead, Keisha.
So I'm saying, I'm sure with America being as big of a superpower as it is, that they had to have some, form of information. And prior to this presidency, all the other presidencies, it seems like every year every term we have a set of viruses and everything. So now I don't understand how people could let this pass and let this slide, being so that so many people have lost loved ones in nursing homes and, all types of facilities and everything, just all from all walks of life. It's not, COVID hit each race, it hit black people, it hit white people, it hit Hispanics, it's hitting all cultures hard. And for this man to get up here and blatantly
Are we going
lie.
in and out? I'm sorry.
What?
They saying that we going in and out. I
For this
also just seen a message. I also seen a message on my computer saying that my internet is not stable right now. Hey,
so
Simone.
to adjust it. Like I was saying, to have this man blatantly lie about the whole situation is pretty much terrible. And, I think he should be held accountable for it because, him as being commander in chief, he has to be, he has a certain responsibility to us as a people, and he has to be upheld, for all of his actions. And the Constitution and everything states all of that. So I just feel really sad for us that we have people like this in office and what has been going on with the whole presidency, but especially this part, because this is life changing. It has dismantled a lot of lives and a lot of families. And people are not only getting sick and dying, but financially, it's a flipping travesty for all. So, I don't know. I'm just really, really appalled by it. On the other hand, I know that he had to make some decisions whether he was going to shut the whole economy down, or was he going to try to keep a thriving economy, and that was one of his responsibilities as well. So, with me living in Atlanta and how we're operating, with us being open at full capacity and people still having to work and this and that, um it's a hard call right now. It's really hard.
I understand as a president, we done saw all the movies where, they don't want to always disclose to the public how severe it is because they don't want, the public to become all panicky and stuff like that. But there is, because, that's the excuse that he used, that he didn't want anybody to panic. But we all know that he thrives on people panicking and placing fear in people's hearts. So we know that that wasn't the reason that he
Are they
died.
hearing you now? They hearing you clear? That you don't have any then it's going back clear now?
Um, I think so. Somebody said fix my camera. What do you mean? You can't see me? Can y'all hear us? Simone, what do you mean fix the camera? You can't see me? Well, yeah, so what I was saying is I understand that you can't be completely honest with us, but even if you weren't gonna be exactly all the way for honest, but you could have took
Forthcoming, yeah.
forthcoming, but he could have also took some precautions to for our safety and stuff. He just was making it seem like it's minor, didn't do anything in the back and to make sure that this thing don't spread or anything. He's just this misled us totally. And I do think that I don't even know how anybody would ever even consider still voting for him in this next election. But not only do I think that he should be impeached and not reelected, but I think some criminal charges should be brought up against him. Like almost 200,000 people lost their lives because of him lying, because of him not being honest. I mean, it's just like, this is extreme.
Right. I agree. But we're in America, and a lot, it's a lot of different things that come into place, and so that's why you're gonna have these people that are still out here voting for him, and
And
he
supporting him. I can't believe this man still have any supporters after all of this.
well,
Hey, Ayana.
he's a well-known thug, so of course they're going to support him. Donald Trump has been around, doing things, and in the entertainment industry, and the social, he's just a high-profile socialite. He's he got ties with all the bloodlines and all the family, so of course they're going to agree with him. So, and they're going to support him. And just like it's people like
and then not to mention because he's racist, and then they want to support their fellow white supremacists and stuff like that. It ain't just the mob tops and
Right. Right, right, but the logic in it is I can't get upset because if you were president, I would be with you and I would stick with you and I would be pro-black and I would support that movement as well. So I get it on that part. So, but nevertheless, his character is not very, is not good, and
his character is what we thought it was even before he became president. He's
right.
just showing us more and more every day that a leopard doesn't change his spot just because.
No, I don't think he. I'm not even faulting him for what he's showing us. My big shock is that the whole world, United States, so many people are, forming with him. I
They
mean, he
drunk the Kool-Aid.
he has created so much chaos. It's to the point where you got Black Lives Matter and you got what's they thing, the KKK or whatever they come. It's just like
MAGA.
Right? You got Black Lives Matter and you got MAGA, and it's just like all out flipping war. But this goes to show us what we're up against for this election. And we gotta figure some things out. A lot of people saying, "Oh, I ain't voting for him or Biden. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that." And that's why our sons are in jail, and that's why our sons are being killed, and this is why our sons and daughters don't have jobs, because we take this voting system, like,
Not
hey,
seriously.
right, not seriously, saying,
But
"Oh,
anything, my thing is this. I get so upset when I hear people saying, "Oh, they're all liars. Oh, none of them is no good. I'm not voting for neither one of them." So you're sitting there not voting. It's like making those people that do support Trump, they're going to support him. That's why he probably won the last election, because people took the position, well, I don't want to vote for Hillary and I don't want to vote for Trump either, so I'm not going to vote at all. And you not voting at all, it leaves all the Trump supporters keep coming in there. So I'm not saying that I'm a whole supporter of Biden at all. I mean, completely at too, but I know I'm totally against Trump. And I don't give a damn if a midget was his running mate right now with no legs and no arms. I'm going to vote for them because I don't want to vote for Trump. We as Black people, a lot of our ancestors died for this right to vote, and we need to exercise that right to vote. Right. Unfortunately, we might not have the best candidates, but you got to be in the game to even play. You know what I'm saying? We can't.
Well, we don't have the best candidates for us, and that's because we didn't put the best candidates in place because we don't participate. So when we do have somebody that is a candidate, we don't know who they are because we're not informed. We don't know. And
we have people commenting saying no disrespect to all women, but America do not want women to run this country because we look weak. I mean, some maybe them male chauvinistics feel like that, but I feel like
it's prime ministers in other countries. That's women.
Yes.
Women rule.
That theory is outdated because we as women, we are doing our thing. We are bossing up. We are running companies, Fortune 5 countries. I mean, Fortune 5 companies, and we're just doing our thing. So all of that, a woman can't run the country. That is so outdated, and they need to throw that out the window, get that thought process out, because we can do just as well as a man. I know people are, all those people that was thinking that a woman can't run the country, I bet they feel like they should have voted for Hillary now that they see what of a muck this orange man has fucking done. I bet they would have voted. I bet they wish they would have voted for Hillary last presidency. At the end of the day, the last election is over. November is like 2 months, not even 2 months away. And we got to show up at the polls. And even though you may not be behind everything that Biden is saying, we still need to get Trump out of there. So vote, vote, vote.
Yeah, which one of the evils are you gonna go with? But which one goes with what's your values? What are you expecting? We need to be having the problem is we think that politicians are supposed to we pick them and we just let them do whatever they want. We're supposed to hold them accountable and stay on top of these guys because basically they work for us just the same way. But
and we also got to keep in mind there's no perfect candidate. No matter who we get, we all going. Nobody's ever gonna like everything about them and all their views and all their opinions. So we just gotta pick, the best out of the worst. Sorry, it's like, what you gonna do?
I ain't gonna hold you. This one is weird. Cause I ain't gonna lie, since Biden, he look like he ain't got enough breath in him to hold the thing down. And he trying to buy the black vote so bad.
A dead man could do better than, or a half dead man could do better than Trump right now.
Yeah,
at this point, do you guys agree?
But we gotta look at, when you look at these presidents and stuff like that, you got to look at how much of a superpower, America is, and how these people going to deal with, these other countries and what type of threat they are to us. So I don't know. This one is so iffy because I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to hold you. I ain't feeling Biden with all that underhand.
Yes, people are saying just dump Trump. Dump Trump, period. Period, Pooh. We don't want him. We don't want him no more.
We tired of in office for a while, but
tired of this babysitter. We need a whole new babysitter. Mom, dad.
America don't want no woman in office because they too tight by the balls. They think the male ego is coming into play. America is all about male ego and the forefathers and the forefathers. Nothing about women and what we contributed and how
and
this.
Speaking of male ego, what my co-host just said, that we are going to be talking about the male ego. Like that is our topic of today. We talk about a few things. We're talking about a little bit of politics now, but later on, if you haven't heard me in the beginning, we're going to be talking about relationships and the male ego and maybe like what y'all expect a woman role in a relationship, being submissive, and why do we have to be submissive and stuff like that? And is it just a male ego thing, or is this like a real life thing? Like, do y'all really do think that just because you're a man, you're supposed to be controlling of the relationship, or control the relationship, and the woman's supposed to just be submissive? So stay tuned, because that's what we're getting into later.
Yes.
Racist, narcissist, egotistical. This is some of the comments that we're getting on.
Is this Instagram?
This is on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Hi, everybody out there on Facebook. This is Thick Girlz Radio. Sorry. We are. Queen is going live from her page, and I'm going live from my page. And we just want to, in case y'all just tuning in, this is Thick Girlz Radio. Sador Radio. Thank y'all for downloading and joining us. And I'm your girl, Black Glory. That's my beautiful co-host, Queen Team. And we over here kicking it. We just was talking about President Trump and the coronavirus and the tape that were released. And now she's saying a little bit later we're gonna be talking about the male ego and relationships and all of that stuff. So
some people are asking the number to call in. So everybody in Sador Land, if you guys, everybody in Sador Land on Facebook and on IG, the number to call in is 929-231-6415. Being that we're not doing things how we normally do it, we really encourage people to call in now. If you don't want to, if you don't, you can't comment or whatever, call in and you will be aired on the station and as well as on our social media pages. Like we said, I'm on my personal social media page and Black Glory is on hers. We didn't combine it for this show because of technical difficulties. But later on, when this Zoom is uploaded into YouTube, you can also just go on YouTube and y'all can see both of us. But right now, you only gonna hear one of us and see one of us. We gotta do what we gotta do. Hey, Gina. Again, as somebody said, it's a Leo thing. We all bossy. So is Trump a Leo? I didn't even know what sign he is.
I'm not finna do no astrology with
Who
Trump.
Who cares what sign he is? He's the
right. Who cares?
What sign is Satan?
Right. Right. Okay.
I thought Satan could be any goddamn sign, but
Okay.
okay, if he's a
We ain't
Leo.
finna do no astrology with Trump at
But
all.
that's funny if he is a Leo. That means his birthday just passed and nobody cared.
They said when it was his birthday, and
Oh, they make it
a
slick.
lot of or social media blotted it out by posting Obama. It was hilarious.
Oh, I missed that. What the heck
Yeah,
is
they
that?
did
Under
that. They
Rock
did
That
that,
Day?
sis. They did that. They really did.
Oh, nobody
Yeah.
ain't put me on. I ain't see that one.
Yeah, that's hilarious. But anyway, so I've been dealing a little bit now that we're talking about the male ego, just to transition into that. I've been dealing with the male ego. It's so hilarious because your two nephews are males. So it is so funny to me that they are growing into their little, personalities now. And I have one that's a little bit more dominant in his ego.
Hold on, we have a caller.
Okay.
Oh God,
What happened?
I've been having
He's having technical
Big
difficulties.
Girls Radio. Who's calling?
Hi, to Girlz Radio. This is Queen P calling. I want to talk about Bozo.
Queen P want to go back on the bozo. What you got to say about the
Bozo.
First off, I don't even know where to begin. I'm just so tired of these ignorant people talking about they're not voting. Oh, Biden and Harris, they are presidents and they did a lot against the black people and all this. And we need to change. Until we are able to change the game, we have to be in the game. Like
exact? You gotta play the game.
we all need to vote and keep sure
Vote, vote, vote,
we
vote.
out of there. And once we get him out of there, we got to get rid of that electoral college that got him in here in the first place. This is why he's trying to stack all these judges and this shit to put him in a position so he can end it and they can continue to have electoral vote because that's the only reason why he won in the first place. Because the state that don't have enough people to vote, they have something called the electoral college that needs to be done away with. Never qualified for the job
Never.
in the first place. He should never everything better. So y'all been
Okay.
That's right, big the Queen
Tell them,
P.
tell them. We run the world. Beyonce done told you, girls. We run the world.
So I don't know.
Absolutely.
Trying to say all of this about us and we need to know our place and we need to do this and that. Don't get me wrong. I know when to be submissive and I know when I'm because I am a
Oh, girl, hold on,
Right.
P.
All right now, P. I need that.
When to be submissive.
Scream it louder so they can hear us in the back, baby.
That's transition.
Hey, Shelly. Hey, Shelly.
Well, that's where we're gonna transition into our next topic, P.
Yeah, I just wanted to touch you on that too. I want to hit all points.
Go ahead. So the next topic is about, being submissive, this whole control thing. Do a man automatically just, should we just stroke a male's ego and just make him in control of everything just because he has a penis and we have the vagina, or do they have to earn it or deserve it?
I'm done. Hey.
Okay, I don't know where that's coming from.
I don't know. Yes. Yeah. And that's what I was just gonna say. Like I bought in my house, in my mother's household, as growing up, my mother worked sometime, and it was times that my mother did not work. But even when she worked, her money was for her. We had a good stepfather who provided and guided and led, and it wasn't hard for my mother to be submissive when she needed to be because he was a real man and he played his role. But even when it was times when she wasn't working and he was the sole provider, I'm a baby Umi. My mother name is Teresa. I'm just like her. Even she had I have a personality similar like her. He still respected her opinion and let her be who she is, and ain't make her think like, oh, I'm the man of the house and you don't have an opinion. Whether you working or not, you still have a right to have an opinion.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
These new world order dudes, that's what we call them, right? Right, Black?
Yeah, they are. They're new world order.
I don't know who raised them. I don't know who raised them.
Aliens.
Exactly. But there's a lot of these women out here that ain't no good men, and they ain't raising no good men. They were on my
Hello. Hello.
Come on with it, sis.
coming to my house. Other than that, both of that is something that I ain't no wrong with you.
Hey.
On that one, and that's that. Don't be bringing a whole bunch of girls in and out my house and in and out my life. I don't want to meet them. I don't want to know them. I just pray they say you do what you got to do. When you find that one, you bring her home to mommy, and still see her, and that's that. I don't want to be more.
You preaching because I feel like that's the problem too. A lot of these mothers be entertaining too much fuckery. Like, I'm not even a mother. I got male cousins and I got brothers. Whoever's calling right now, we can't answer because we on a call with somebody else. I don't even entertain. If this is your girlfriend and this is who you saying your girlfriend is, I don't want to see no other girl. We're not doing that. That's not this type of party. I don't understand how these mothers don't take these positions. And this is how they raise them, thinking that that's cute.
Some mothers actually think that their son's friends and get all involved in their lives and with all the girlfriends and all the drama. Seen it all.
They don't want the next girl to reap the benefits of a good man, so they want to encourage their son to be a player.
Exactly, because they ain't have no husband of their own.
Yeah.
Right.
So they think this is normal.
Right.
They think it's normal.
Right, they do. Absolutely, you're right. You're right. And
Yes,
they think
you
that
right
the sons of their husband. Absolutely.
Somebody said they argue. Marco said he argued with that. It's still somehow.
And I will be tuning in still.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, so our guest called in. Let me see. I guess he might be having a problem.
All right, out there, we're bringing our guest in, and he's the author of a children's book. And what's his name, Fatima?
Henry Davis. Hold on, guys. And then Facebook land and Instagram land.
And hopefully y'all tuned in to Sador Radio and y'all not only watching this on Facebook so you could hear the whole conversation. We were just talking about the male ego. We were talking about President Trump. And now we're going to let our guest in, who is the author of a children's book.
You can't get into the Zoom?
Daughter. So we have a wonderful guest. So you guys stay tuned.
Yeah, we used to get this one at 7:45. It's not 7:45 yet.
3 minutes.
Tune in at 7, but you're not scheduled to come in until 7:45. Mm-hmm. Okay. But you're listening on through the okay. I see you getting ready to come in now. Unmute your phone.
181. Okay.
Hi everybody. Sorry, the guest was having a little issue. He thought that he was supposed to come in at 7, but as y'all know, the regulars, we don't get our guests in the beginning of the show. We normally get them in the middle, like 7:45. So right now, our guest is on our Zoom. His name is Henry Davis. Hey, Henry.
What's going on, people?
Hi, Mr. Davis. How are you?
He's very excited, guys.
What's up?
That bring all that kind of energy. We like that.
Yes, we need that. That's what
going on.
What's up?
Yo, check it out. He want to get some fame too. Check it out. Say hi, Fud.
Hi to the dog. What's the dog name?
Fud.
Fud. Hi, Fud.
Fud, like Elmer J. Fud.
Video Fud.
Oh, Fud. He's cute too. Hi, Fud.
Fud want to go outside.
I know, but we want to hear about you. We want to talk to you.
What's going on, ladies?
So everybody, our guest is on. He is a children's author. We're gonna get back to the topic that we were talking about after we get through interviewing our guest. So again, the number is you can still call in and speak to the guest. The number is 929-231-6415. He's going to tell us his spiel and give us his story on how he became an author, what his book is about. So this, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Black entrepreneur that we are highlighting today on Thick Girlz Radio, which is Henry Davis. Welcome, Henry.
Thank you, Fatima. Thank you guys for having me.
You're welcome.
We love it.
The pleasure is ours.
Well, my story starts with jail, unfortunately. I was incarcerated, and I needed a way to get to my daughter, to let my daughter know that although daddy is not there, daddy loves you.
Right.
Listen, it ain't nothing nobody could tell my daughter other than I love her, because I show her in so many ways, right? But since I was away from her and I couldn't reach her, I had to come up with an idea to let her know that, you know what, daddy's still here, baby girl, I'm still here. So I used to read comic books and things of that nature. So, you know, I asked God to like give me a sign what I could do to reach my daughter. And it was like, you already know. Write some stories and make her the main character. You can't go wrong. Listen, I'm a Pisces. I am very. You hear me? I am very.
Black, they not have you on the zodiacs today.
Oh,
we hearing Pisces.
When's your birthday, Pisces?
My birthday's March 18th.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes. So besides feeling like a shit, like an unfit father, you know what I'm saying? Ashamed of myself. I sat down, I grabbed the pen and pad, and I just started writing. And I started writing, and I started writing.
Wow.
And I made her a canary bird. I made her a princess, of course. I made her Tiana Claus, where she helping Santa do his thing. I made her Cupid, and I made her Tiana Mermaid.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Guys,
That's
you can't see right now, but he's showing us his book.
Right.
It's called, what is it called? Because it's kind of dark.
Tiana Mermaid.
Tiana Mermaid.
Tiana Mermaid.
Wow.
That's
got a beautiful
Fudge, stop!
No, Mark, we don't have another guest, but I think his daughter is going to be cooperating because he made a book for his, Mark just asked, I'm going to have another guest. His daughter is going to be calling in to give us her spiel on how she felt about, you know, her daddy making the book and putting her as the main character.
This is me and her.
That's beautiful.
That's when she was little. She ain't little no more.
So how old is your daughter now?
My daughter is 17 years old now.
Wow.
So how old was she, Mr. Davis, when you first started writing the books for her?
I knew you was going to ask me. I just knew you was going to ask me that, right? My daughter was 6 years old.
Wow.
Right? What happened was...
See, what had happened was...
the streets was calling.
Right.
I got caught up out there, man, like doing drugs, selling drugs, going to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody said it sound like you got hit by DMX light.
That is hilarious.
So what happened was that when I got out in 08. Look, I've been good since 08. You know what I'm saying? No arrest, none of that. I'm a good boy.
Good
job, what I'm saying? Man. God came and asked me the famous question, like, do I have your attention now? After running on my will,
and you got it.
Check it out. After running on my will, crashing and burning, running on my will, crashing and burning, and like, he had filled my life with some things. And, you know, I was modeling. I was on billboards, magazines, all that.
Modeling.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't give him the credit due.
Hold on. Let's go back to you modeling. You were a model?
Right. Were you an underwear model? No.
Oh, you know what? He is a model. You see how, if anybody's seen the flyer that we were promoting for this show, and he was on there, he was looking like he was a whole model.
Okay, yeah, you was. Okay, yeah, good.
When you guys look on YouTube, y'all gonna see that he just put up a picture. Okay, dark and lovely. He was out there in them streets modeling. Okay, now he's showing off. Now he's showing all his work.
That's enough. That's enough. No more. No more. No more.
No more.
But you know, that's just to show that you know God has started. I didn't give him credit, and I crashed and I burned, and it took me years before I finally decided to try to get published because my self-esteem was so low.
Oh
So
no.
low that I didn't think nobody would really be interested. Procrastination had sat in, and I had lost hope basically. Thank God for God.
You see?
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not allowing nothing from my past to hinder or dictate my future. No, I don't care what anybody out there has gone through. You know what I'm saying? Leave that in your past and keep it moving. Let God be in everything that you do, and you will be a success. Trust me. Trust me, because I'm living my wildest dreams, right? Also in my book, right? I don't know if y'all remember this, but back in the day when they used to give us pamphlets and stuff in school, at the end of it, there used to be questions and answers.
Right.
Not back in my day. What are you talking about? Hold on, Henry. Some of us ain't in the same.
No. He's saying in pamphlets, on the pamphlet.
Oh, I'm like, hold on.
Right,
I don't remember that.
So that's amazing. So
in our textbooks, but okay.
So that's amazing. So you put in the back of your books, you put questions and answers. So this pretty much gives the kids an opportunity to,
make sure they're not only where they were paying attention to what was
right.
Exactly. It's not. And my book, it's about kindness, friendship, and facing your fears.
Wow.
Like there's some gifts in my book. You know what I'm saying? And I hope everybody takes an opportunity to read it. My daughter has some gifts as far as like she has these miracle.
Let me ask you a question. What is the age? What is the targeting age for this book?
The targeting age is from what? 4.
I'm sorry, Henry. Is your daughter named Rachel? Hello, he froze. Hello. So we're having a moment right now.
Yeah, I mean it's wireless internet, so I guess it's on pause. But everybody out there on Facebook land, we got Henry Davis, and he's a well-known author of children's books. He wrote a couple of books while he was incarcerated about his daughter, Mermaid, Santa Claus, all these wonderful things. So what he did was, while he was in jail, he took his time to do something positive. He wanted to reach out to her. He wanted to stay connected and protected. And so he wrote these books. So everybody out there in Facebook and Sador land, we having some technical difficulties with our guest, but that's basically what he was
Henry, did we lose you, Henry? We don't see you, but we see what is that, Raquel's iPhone. Is he trying to come in through somebody else's phone?
Okay, then I'm busy. Thank you.
Yeah, we keeping it all the way hood right now.
It's okay. Things happen, but this is Thick Girls Radio out there on Sador Radio. I'm your girl, Black Glory. That's your girl, Queen Team. And we did have our guest here, but maybe he'll chime back in. Queen, you want to take a little break right now and then come back to the show?
Why are you not on? What happened to you? Did you have a bad connection or something?
Clarice and all of y'all that's watching out there in Facebook land.
What's your daughter name? We have another. Okay, we're gonna go on a break, everybody. We'll be back. Hold on, Henry. Hi, everybody in Facebook and IG land and Sador land. We're gonna take a 5-minute break to try to figure out what's going on. I hope we don't lose y'all. We'll be right back.